No, it says we're streaming.
It says we're
Are
streaming.
we streaming?
I
Somebody
don't
needs to
know.
help us out and tell us if we're
Are
streaming.
we streaming?
Like the stuff you normally do when we stream. Well,
Hello.
how do you find what we're Oh, hi everybody. We might be here, we might not. We're not sure.
Streaming. Yes, we're live now.
Oh, now
honey.
we're really live. Now we're really here.
We're really here
and
now.
People are really excited, right?
I think they are.
Well, then let's pretend that we're starting
Okay.
over again. I'm the old man.
I'm the MC.
How you
Hi,
doing?
friends?
Yes.
How are you all?
Yes, indeed. No, I mean, how are you all? Anybody watching?
I think there's at least one person
Hmm.
watching.
Good enough for me. Yeah, we had a little technical difficulties for.
I don't know what the deal was. Do you? Doesn't matter. It's
no,
boring if we talk about it.
Yeah, it is. So, what you been up to?
Oh, just a little this and that.
Yeah.
How about
okay.
you?
Not much.
How was your
Not much.
Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good. We had a lot of good food, and people were happy to be together, and
They were.
we had fun.
We did have fun.
How about you?
I was loving the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. Let's focus in on that. Look at you. Yeah, look at that. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. Oops, wait a second. I accidentally transitioned backwards. Okay, yeah. So,
Whoa.
ooh, it's so shiny they probably can't even see. It's crazy.
One of my cousins, or my cousin Sean, said, send us a picture of your hand. And I said, no. She said, why not? And I said, because I have Julius hands.
Oh.
And you guys, some of you know my dad, but if you ever saw Julius's hands, you would know that my hands look exactly like his hands, and I don't like to show them off very much. But now that I have this bling,
Okay.
I'm all about it. Okay. I don't know if our people are watching.
Wait a second. I'm just sending out a...
So, anyway, that's what I know. Dan, the ever romantic that he is.
Who? What? What are you talking about?
I said you're the ever romantic Dan West.
That's me. Ask anybody. Absolutely. All right. So if you tuned in, tuned out, tune back in. It's sort of kind of like Marshall McLuhan said.
What did Marshall McLuhan say? Tune in, tune out, turn.
No, drop in, drop out.
Okay,
drop
yeah.
acid. I don't even know exactly what he said.
Could somebody
Can't
make
remember.
a comment in the comment section
Yeah.
just so we know you're there?
Commenteers.
Yeah, commenting.
Yeah.
So, how does it feel to be engaged?
Engaged.
Yeah,
That's very exciting.
it's very exciting. Yesterday was
Yeah.
very excited. Everybody was very.
Whoa, yeah, people got wound up about
Yeah.
it. I will have to say that. It's like, whoa.
Brianna Salas said we're her favorite celebrity
couple. Well, that I get, but it's like, whoa, people relax.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. They're happy for us being happy.
Hi, Rosie Guzman.
Yay, Roz is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. Well, let's.
And,
go ahead.
just
Yeah.
in case, the diamonds are from Carolyn and Julius.
You're-
We don't buy blood diamonds here in this house.
No.
We reuse some diamonds that my dad gave my mom.
Right. Yeah.
Some like 45th or 50th wedding anniversary, something like that. So,
Okay. So
I have a story.
you have a story. That's right. And
Okay.
as I remember, it's about
It's about Anoka.
Anoka.
Which is,
hopscotch and Anoka.
Which is Anoka is a little, for those of you who don't live here, is a little town not too far from Minneapolis, and their claim to fame really is they're like the Halloween capital of the world.
The universe.
Yeah.
Yes. The
And
known universe.
The known universe. Hi, Barb Lambert.
Okay, thank God. Now we got some people showing up.
The delay is
Yeah.
unacceptable, and Brian says I should get a prenup. Oh, I have a prenup.
Oh, yeah. You got nice prenups. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Hey, don't be talking about my nups on TV.
Okay. All right. Oh, dear.
So anyway, Anoka,
Yeah.
so they just passed a bill, and I think it had unintended consequences or unforeseen consequences. So they want any messaging that goes out to be on point or on brand.
Well, of course.
So
Yeah. I do too.
So they just passed a law that it's unacceptable to put any writing of any kind on public property.
Oh.
Well, what I don't think they thought through is hopscotch.
Hopscotch.
If you draw or sidewalk chalk art.
Right. Or,
is-
we love everybody.
Yeah,
or,
any of those messages on sidewalks, but especially hopscotch,
well,
is
hopscotch is
against the law.
Hopscotch is now illegal.
Is illegal in Anoka.
Anoka.
Yeah, so they can.
What's the deal with conceal and carry chalk? I just made that up. It was really stupid, but I made it up.
So, if you're wanting to do hopscotch in Anoka, the city council says you're going to have to draw it on your own driveway.
Really? That's
Yeah.
as far as they'll go.
Yep. And that's what I have to say to Anoka.
They're very bright out there in Anoka.
I just, and it's going to end badly for Anoka. It's just going to be an excuse to go into some poor neighborhood and, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Arrest people you don't like.
I get it. Yes, indeed. All right.
Yeah.
So that was a nice.
So
little,
they really want their message on point.
Yeah,
they can't mess with.
Nice little local story.
Yeah.
For sure. Now this is going to be one of those where you have to guess the headline. Okay. It's your job to guess the headline behind this picture.
Okay. Local man arrested for serving. No.
Go ahead.
Serving neighbor's penis in hot dog bun.
That's next week's story. Okay. I promised strictly.
Okay, here, let me try again.
Okay.
After a long night of cow tipping in the countryside, Mongo Miller is arrested for driving under the influence of
certainly
moonshine.
Brian will like that.
Hopped up.
That title.
Okay,
However,
Florida
the
man.
correct one is, it's a free country man threatens TSA agent's life, throws checkpoint stanchion, strips naked, and masturbates. This is at the airport. This is not simply at the airport. This is at our airport.
No.
Yes,
Really?
Indeed.
It's a free country,
It's a free
man.
country. It's important to keep in mind that it's a free country. Yes.
Well, that guy's clearly a cunt.
Well,
I used it first.
he's not even in the running this week. Yeah, Minneapolis TSA agents, he took his clothes off. He was masturbating. They tasered
At our
him.
airport, they tasered him.
He was punching and headbutting TV screens at the airport.
Wow.
It's all
And
happening.
he's from here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
indeed.
I
He's
wonder if
from
he's
here.
from Anoka.
Well, I don't know, but he has at least 3 charges and other criminal cases pending. involving domestic assault in Olmsted County. There you go,
Olmsted County.
Yes,
Brian says that the TSA deserved it.
yes. Of course, Brian would side with the airport masturbator against the TSA.
The airport masturbator.
That's not too surprising. Yes, indeed.
Wow, that
Yeah.
what would you be on? What was he on? Like,
I don't know.
I don't. That's a lot of Bud Lights.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I don't even know where to go with that.
No.
Like,
no, that's
and
you
the
know,
cops have to take this naked from the waist person away. Okay, here's
I
a
don't like to
question.
say anything good about the cops, but man,
That's a
it's
job
tough,
I don't
it's
want.
a tough job. If you,
Okay,
yeah.
here's a question.
Sure.
I don't have this part, so I honestly don't know the true answer to this, but okay, so you're there in the TSA masturbating and you get tased. Does that thing just boom deflate instantly, or what's the deal on that?
Well, that's a good question. And I think we should turn to our local expert, Brian Lambert. I'm sure it's happened to him more than once. He could probably see if he can let
Brian,
us know.
can you give us an
yeah,
answer on
yeah,
that? We need
yeah.
a medical opinion.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, oh God, can you imagine the people standing in line? But Mama, what's that guy doing? Don't look. Oh Lord.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's a free
also,
country. Yes, it is.
It's a free country.
Keep your
That's
junk
the
in your
important thing
pocket.
to keep in mind. It's a free country. I mean, I heard that all the time when I was a kid. It must be true.
Yeah.
All right. So there's kind of an interesting story here. There's this guy. He was in a standoff, a 4-day standoff with an abandoned Amazon truck in his driveway.
If you would have said it was a Federal Express truck, I would have totally thought it was my brother.
Yeah.
I quit this job.
Yeah, no, he. Well, it's like, what do you say to that?
What? So, do you have more on that story, or is that
yeah, a little bit. I mean, I was struck by the just the title of the article.
Yeah.
But there is the actual truck that was in his driveway, and so he asked that whatever publication that interviewed him for this, that they just call him Captain Lou.
Oh, Captain
I'm
Lou.
not sure why, but he ordered some toilet paper.
Okay.
What kind was it, you asked? Quilted Northern.
Yeah,
it was some quilted
That's what
Northern
I was going to say.
toilet paper, and he got the toilet paper was delivered, but then the truck driver or the van driver was having some trouble. He couldn't get it started, and so he asked the guy, and he said, "I can't get it." Okay. So he goes to pick up his daughter at a soccer game or something, and he comes back, and the van has just been abandoned there. Like all the packages are gone.
Oh.
The keys are in the van. It's unlocked. It's just sitting there. But the guy had politely moved the van over to this side of the driveway, and then the next morning, someone else came and tried to take it away, but they couldn't get it started. But they left it kind of in the way. So then he moved it himself, and so eventually he decides. Well, he calls like the Amazon,
Calls the Amazon.
He calls the Amazon, and so he's trying to get the right, they do the messages, and you got to push the button, and like there isn't one
for service.
and there isn't one for an abandoned truck in his driveway, but eventually he gets a somebody from the Amazon cardholder services and talks 10 minutes to a very polite person
Yeah,
who
uh-huh.
has no befuddled offshore agent is how he describes the
Oh, a
person.
befuddled offshore agent.
No idea how to route the call. So, but eventually he says, "I'm pretty sure I've got an Amazon credit card now," and so then he finally talks to the Amazon authorities.
Oh,
Oh
uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they say, "Well, just call the cops and have them towed away. No big deal." He says, "I'm not." And so he's
Well, that
like,
was
"No."
my first thought.
Yeah,
I'd call the cops.
But he's
or-
pissed. He says, like, "No, that's not my job. It's your truck, your freaking truck." Yeah, so he just moved it out of the way, and now he's waiting to see how long it takes him to.
But I thought it wouldn't start.
No, it just. I think it started, but it wouldn't go very far
okay,
or something.
okay.
It was like there was an issue. Okay.
Man, I'd go on a road trip if I get that bad boy started.
Yeah, no, I think who knows? Who knows? And
Brian
just,
says, I'm thinking smack and oatmeal. Is that what you're giving us for a wedding gift? I don't understand that concept.
I don't either.
Comment.
So I don't know. Dollar Tree.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know the Dollar
Do
Tree.
you know that the Dollar Tree is now they've raised their prices and it's going to by 25% and everything's going to cost $1.25.
Well, they better be changing their damn name.
Well, see, that's the first thing that people think of, and so these guys they say I should have gone up 50%. Then it could be $1.50 Other guy says, I ain't giving
Buck
you no
50.
$1.50, you goddamn Loch Ness monster. I
Okay,
just
there's
thought-
the dollar store, there's the Dollar Tree, and there's Dollar General.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree. I think that's the one we got.
I
Around
go
here.
to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Well, now it's going to cost you
No,
$1.25
really?
for everything.
Oh, those really fabulous glasses you get are going to now be a buck
They're
and a
gonna
half,
go crazy. Yeah.
$1.25.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was just a minor. I didn't really. There's not too much to say about it, and definitely I'm not the kind of person to say that about it. So
Brian says if the van is rocking.
he's behind schedule. Okay.
Well, he probably said that at the right time. I
Oh,
just
maybe he
read it
did.
just now.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a special visitor tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Always
He's
good.
coming by, and we got 3 stories involving death.
Oh, gosh.
And everybody loves death stories.
Oh,
so
I
that's no
love a
big
good death
deal.
story.
So,
Brian
anyway.
says you get your underwear at the Dollar General. Pre-soiled.
why do I even?
I don't know why you try.
I don't either.
Okay,
So,
Grim Reaper.
Anyway, yeah. So this first story here is so there's this guy. Doctors declared this man dead. He came out alive from a freezer 6 hours later.
Ooh, what is up with that?
Yeah, so this is a quote from a
Eeks.
relative.
Yeah.
And these stories always take place in India. I'm not exactly sure
Oh,
why,
yeah.
but they always
yeah,
do.
yeah, they
Okay.
do.
I touched his cheeks. To my happiness and horror, it was warm. He was breathing, says a relative who came to identify the body at the morgue. In a bizarre...
Maybe they got their employees at Dollar General.
I don't know. Bizarre twist of fate, pronounced dead by doctors, discovered alive and breathing after at least 6 hours in a morgue freezer. Yeah.
Jinkies.
The-
What I have to
the-
say about that.
The family was a little upset,
Yeah, no
as you
kidding.
could imagine, and he is now in a coma.
Oh.
But this is, you'd think, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's never
that's
happened
crazy.
before. Well, guess what? You would be wrong. If
I
that's
would
what
be
you
wrong if I-
thought. Absolutely.
So all those stories, like when we were kids growing up, of people coming back to life in caskets, that's not so far-fetched after all.
Well, here's a couple of examples. Okay. The authorities try to these things happen.
Dead or
Yeah,
partly
you
dead.
know, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. That's what I was gonna bring up. The Princess Bride. is mostly dead. you know.
Mostly dead.
But so in 2020, a man presumed dead in Kericho, Kenya, woke up screaming when a morgue worker sliced his leg open in preparation to embalm him.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, ouch, ouch.
Do deep breathing, man.
That's another one, and the other one. This one is there's another one in the Cape of South Africa.
Eee.
The attendants in a morgue ran away after a dead man, believed to be a ghost, woke up screaming.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know. You can't get ahead of the Twilight Zone anymore. It's just
Wow.
like, yeah, I know.
So, in a morgue in India is now a catchphrase, you know, for the dead coming back to life. And
Right,
Florida man, also a catchphrase for wacky shit. So we have
Okay.
like a series of
So
catchphrases now.
All right. Yeah. I guess that would be a way to put it. So let's see. Oh yes. Here's our second Grim Reaper related story. You got some comments there going on?
How about Saved by the Bell? I don't know what that means.
Okay. Good.
Does Dan remember the time he was embalmed after a date with
Lona
Phelan Chakowski?
Well, I needed to be. All right. So anyway, here's our next story. A man died, and his 39 wives refused to bury him.
They couldn't make a decision on what he was going to wear.
Well, his name is Ziona. He is the late leader of a polygamous Christian sect in, guessed where?
Florida?
India.
Damn it.
He's survived by 39 wives, 94 children, and 33 grandchildren. But he brought fame and tourism to his little town of Mizoram in northeast India as the patriarch of one of the world's biggest families, fathering 94 children. All right.
I can't even.
So,
Don't even.
No, and his wives believe that maybe
He'd come
he
back
might
to
be
life?
resurrected. I think they were like QAnon people, and I'm not
He
sure.
might come back to life.
Yeah. But anyway, so
How
but
does that end then?
there are some lovely photos.
That's not
I
good.
think the interesting thing is I don't really know how it ends, but
Brandy wants to know if that was how the idea of wakes began, in case the person wasn't really dead.
oh,
Then they have a party and
maybe
maybe they have a
maybe
wake.
so. But
Maybe.
anywho, so here's a family picture here, little family gathering. Okay, all right.
I can't even.
Yeah. So, but here's their house. That's what I find rather interesting. As a matter of fact, I just got to show you a straight up picture of their house because
Without our mugs in it.
yeah, like there it is.
Wow.
There's their house.
That is some kind of house.
Yeah.
I wonder who gets to live at the top. Like how.
I imagine he would live up. Well, he's not alive anymore, but
Yeah.
he would live up there.
And like maybe the new wives go all the way down to the bottom.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but nice of you to ask because
Mm-hmm.
there's also another shot
Is
here. This
map?
This is just he and a few of his wives hanging out in his bedroom. Yeah. So yeah, and he's,
Brian says that could be Bill Flynn.
yeah.
What?
I'm not sure exactly what that.
Wow.
Rumors such as wives taking turn to sleep with Ziona made their way to the media, and then it became a kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then the final quote is, "The truth is, we will never know what happens in that house, Well, I think I know something that happens in that house.
You got all those children and
You got 94
grandchildren.
kids. I can give you one thing that I think happens in that house.
At least 94
Yeah,
times.
right. So that was,
Wow.
exactly.
What would possess a woman to marry somebody like that?
Oh, I think he probably was well off. I don't know. Well, it's a
Really?
it's a religious sect. I mean, it's just like
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't know either, really. Okay, but
There's a reason I was never in a cult.
what is that reason?
Just be calling bullshit all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bullshit!
It's a bunch of crap.
Bullshit.
Okay, so here's a little.
This one's for you, Hoosby. Okay.
Oh, excuse me here.
I don't know, but I know he likes that sound.
Oh, he likes the sound. Okay. Okay, well, here you go. German euthanasia clinics are refusing unvaccinated customers.
Wow.
Okay. Basically, you can't kill yourself in Germany now unless you're vaccinated. I mean, I guess you could, but you can't go
At
to
home.
You could do it.
You
at
can't have a
home.
professional.
You can't have
help
you can't
you out.
die professionally. Exactly. The German Euthanasia Association has issued a new directive declaring it will now only help those who have been vaccinated or recovered from the disease. They call it close encounters in closed rooms. That's a euphemism for assisted suicide. So don't even think about it. And I don't know. Maybe like before you go, they give you a card so that when you get to the afterlife, you're
Vaccinated.
vaccinated. And if you're not, you know where you go. Okay. Well, that would be our left wing interpretation
Yeah,
of how that
yeah,
works.
yeah.
I'm not sure that's right. Okay, so that's okay, but now, and here's the thing, sometimes I wish that we had two cameras
Okay.
here because it would be like
Because then I wouldn't have to constantly be moving
well,
to get
no,
myself
no,
on
no,
screen.
it's that, like when the commentator turns to the side to
Yeah.
look at a new camera.
Uh-huh.
I would like to be able to do that when we were going to do the penis report. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
we could just look off into the distance.
Yes. Okay. That's a good idea. I don't know. But I've
Wow.
I've
A sand castle.
promised. I've promised we will only have tasteful penis reports
Oh,
from
good.
here on out.
Good,
But
good.
the stuff you were telling me before the show, which we'll get on next
We'll
time
be
around,
on
is-
next week.
I didn't find it very tasteful, but
But it was funny as hell.
okay. So anyway, there's a fellow who has claimed
Uh-huh.
to have the biggest penis in the world.
Oh! Was he on a TV show?
We're gonna, yes, he was.
I saw this.
Absolutely, he was.
Oh my God.
And there was
It was
quite
on
the
like
reaction.
a morning show.
It was a morning show in like Australia,
Yeah.
I believe, something
Oh,
like
it was
that.
so funny.
So yeah, no kidding.
Are you going to transfer? Did you transfer the picture? Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have a slight delay on our
Yes,
screen.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, there was certainly some shock involved, and because
I think they had him on before.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
Okay.
so. So here they are. Here's the. I'm going to play you a little.
Oh, the audio.
Little
Oh, good.
audio
Oh, good.
from this. Okay. Mm-hmm. I love that sound at the beginning.
Biggest penis might be some men's dream, but our next guest, Jonah Falcon, says it actually comes with some very large challenges.
Jonah says that he's often stopped in the street and has even been manhandled by airport security due to his suspicious package.
Now, according to the NHS, the average penis measures between 5 and 7 inches when erect, but Jonah's appendage measures a whopping 13 and a half inches. No, I've got to admit, I'm not very good with inches, so I can't. I'm trying to look at my script, and I was thinking, well, what
You
is?
work in meters?
Well, I got my calculators with me, so I do.
Of course. Yeah. Welcome to the show, by the way. This is just an ordinary day.
Okay, so
I am not good at inches.
yeah, the picture you see of her here is like the moment, like the guy who's we didn't show him, but he's sitting there. He's a total. It looks like a
And
total
he's
doofus.
man-spreading.
Yeah, no, he's just sitting there. It's just
No, he was man-spreading when I saw him.
I didn't watch
Okay.
the whole thing,
Okay.
but at one point he apparently brings up the penis on his phone, and he's not going to show it to everybody, but he shows it to the commentators there, and
Yeah.
that is what she looked like, and that's what he looked like the moment they looked at the.
Well, then they brought up this other guy. I don't know if you saw this part or if you
Oh,
saw this.
no,
They
I
brought
didn't
up
see
this
that.
other guy who supposedly has a, quote unquote longer penis. And the guy they were interviewing was like, "That's not true. That's not true. It's his foreskin. And since he was a little kid, he's been stretching it. So he really doesn't have a longer penis than me."
Well, thank God, we're just doing tasteful penis stories now. Yes,
Why did I watch that? I don't
indeed.
know. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, Brian, our man without pants in the street, Brian Lambert.
Brian
sent that one
Lambert
along.
says, let's not forget the guy whose part was bitten by a cobra while sitting on the
Yeah,
toilet.
that happens all the time. That's
Yeah,
not
okay.
worth
That's
commenting on.
That's a camping nightmare waiting to happen.
Yeah. So anyway, so let's move on from there. Let's see what's next. I'm trying
That
to-
was, yeah,
Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah, that was something
I'm
else.
okay. So that was from
Okay.
Brian. Thanks, Brian, for sending that along.
Let's see. Oh yeah. So we got here's one. Would you read this in your best interpretive voice? Please feel free.
Yes, yes, yes. Vibrator adverts are finally coming to the New York subway system. No?
You need to be a little more enthusiastic and louder.
Yes, yes, yes! Vibrator advertisements are finally coming to the New York subway.
Well, that's better. That's better. And
Sorry,
just-
if I
just-
could have.
just for just to kind of set the ambiance here, a bunch of people on a
Sitting on the
subway.
subway.
Okay, so apparently there's there's finally something to break up the posters for boob jobs and erectile dysfunction pills. I haven't been to New York lately, but apparently that's pretty much it.
That's what they have on the subway.
You've got, the chance of your train coming on time is much smaller than your chance of coming across an in-your-face ad for breast augmentation or a trying embarrassingly hard to be edgy poster for a dating app. Now, we'll have to ask our friend Mick if this is really the way it is, but
Yeah.
this is probably correct. And this is, I believe the article was written by a female. She says, "I'm not complaining about this. I'm not clutching my pearls here. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about subway ads because whenever I take the train, I do what every normal person does, ignore everything around me and stare at my phone."
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
The New York Public Transit is not shy about or puritanical. The Museum of Sex has no problem advertising there.
Didn't know there was a
trial-
whole museum.
Erectile dysfunction, medication brands, no problem. Phallic imagery on subways, no big deal. Plastic surgery companies have little issue with great cleavage shots. But female-focused companies like your period-proof underwear brand had to fight to get their ads.
Yeah,
on
that is
the
kind of
transit.
a, come on.
Women-centered sexual health companies have also been prevented from advertising on trains.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks as things are changing, though. After almost 3 years of legal wrangling, a woman-owned sex toy company called Dame has won the right to run ads for its fancy vibrators on New York Transit.
Nice.
but don't get too excited. The
Quality for all.
The posters are very tame and, to be honest, slightly weird. Sample tagline is "It feels like I'm growing flowers within me."
Oh, yuck.
Or to quote, "Still, they mark an important step towards the normalization of female pleasure." Oh, that's great. Yeah, like it's normal for females to have pleasure. That's disgusting. All right. To quote some, this is my fiance.
You need to keep that stuff behind wraps.
To quote some previous Dame ad copy, "Thank you from the bottom of my vulva." All right, so that leads into our next topic.
Oh, my
and, certainly a very good friend of ours is about to pop on the screen here. There she is. Karen, the cuntiest cunt of all. As you know, we made a secret vow to use the word cunt on at least once on every show.
On every show, yeah.
And we found that the cunt versus cunt, like spy versus spy, is kind of a nice way to think about it. So
I can't even make that face.
we have. Well, no, that's not right. Let's see. Is this it?
Barb's never watching again because
yeah.
this show is too smutty.
It's too smutty. Well, look who's up for who's competing this week.
Oh, cunt versus cunt.
Cunt versus
Oh,
cunt. Well, we have our
Cruz.
reigning champion of cunt, which is obviously Ted
Cruz. God, I hate that guy.
But now up against him, actually this week, is a female,
Lauren Bobbitt.
Bobbitt or Bobbert.
She's
or however
a
is it.
Cunt.
My
gonna
point
call her a dick.
exactly. Yeah.
Are you going to tell about the Ilhan Omar?
Well, go ahead.
Okay,
please.
so
Feel free.
she is at some kind of hillbilly reckoning, and she's telling
Oh, I
us.
like that. A hillbilly reckoning.
She's
yeah.
telling the story of how she was in the elevator at the Capitol building, and Ilhan Omar was also in, and a security guard came running up, and she said, "Oh, don't worry, she's not a terrorist. She doesn't have a backpack."
Yeah.
Fuck you, Lauren Bob.
Yeah, and she was she's done a lot of really quality things in the
She's such a
past.
loser.
Yes, indeed. Of course, she's up against the master of comedy.
Oh God.
So
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz, who got into a big hassle
Kissing match.
with well, actually, who he was mad at was Elmo.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, he was mad at Elmo.
Why pick on Elmo? Big Bird can take it, man. He's a
no,
badass.
I guess it was. No, I guess
It's
it
Big
was.
Bird.
It was Big Bird. That's right. It was Big Bird who was like advertising that it's a good idea for children to
Get vaccinated.
get vaccinated, which we covered last time. But then the CPAC in Florida disinvited Big Bird, Bert, and Ernie to their February 24th through 27th. And I'm sure it just killed them.
I'm sure
I
they
bet
gave
go
two fucks.
every year.
Sure, they
And
were like,
Elmo can't go either. Yeah, none of them can go.
oh
But
my God.
so anyway, but now Ted got into a business with attempting to like quote a limerick, but he doesn't. Apparently, he doesn't really understand what limericks are.
He's as dumb as a stick.
Yeah. So he said there was once a man from, what is it, Pawtucket, because that's where the president was going for Thanksgiving. Outrageous.
Yeah.
Going to be with his family
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving. But there were a few people who came up with their own little
Limericks for
limericks
Ted.
for
Oh
Ted.
God, I
So-
can't wait to see
So
these.
this continues that one who didn't run off to Cancun while his state kicked the bucket. Because, unlike old Ted, his decency was more than a shred, and sniveling cowards from Texas can suck it.
Oh my God, I love that
Well, that
one.
was not a bad one. Yeah. And here's another nice one.
Brian says the CPAC in Florida is the 10th level of hell.
Are there 10 levels?
I don't know, but Brian said, MC, what if your mother heard? Well, she's dead, so we don't have to worry about
no
that.
problem there. Okay, there was once a small man named Ted, who in a crisis to Mexico fled. He said with a smirk, because he's a terrible jerk, don't blame me, blame my daughters instead.
That's right.
Yes,
Blame it on your
indeed.
kids.
Or here's another nice one. A loathsome fellow named Ted loved Donald, a creep, who once said, your wife's face is whack, your papa killed Jack, and Cruz followed him wherever he led. And finally, I'll bring
These
up
are really good.
my favorite. That's not even my favorite yet.
That's not your favorite. Wow,
No,
they
here's
must
my-
be really good.
There was once a man named Ted Cruz who crawled around licking Trump's shoes. He'd go back on his word and pick on Big Bird because he's a pathetic, traitorous coos.
I like it.
Which brings us back around to, this is a contest between,
Who's
and I
the
was going to
cuntiest cunt?
write a limerick for Lauren Bobbert, and I
You
didn't get around to it. I'm
It was
sorry.
too easy.
Yeah, but you know what she was taunting.
There once
one
was
of
a
the
girl named
survivors.
Bobbit. She looked a lot like a hobbit.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, you work on that. And bring
I'll
it up
work on
again.
it. I'll give it to you next week.
Okay, so anyway, this has been the cunt versus cunt. It's up to you to decide, but
Who's the cuntiest cunt?
yes, this message was brought to you today by the letters F and U. But now we get to
like
my.
Oh, there's more? I thought we were
there's-
ending.
No, there's one more. My favorite story of the week is
Okay.
about to come up. This is another one where you are going to have to tell us what the headline is.
Okay.
So, what do you think the headline is
Oh,
to this
jeez.
one? Huh?
Two white women from Niles, Michigan get in a fist fight over dancing cacti.
Try again.
Two white women from Niles, Michigan file suit against Walmart for perverted penis-looking cacti plush toys.
All right, here we go. That wasn't
You
it
didn't like
either,
any
but-
of those?
No, they weren't bad, but they weren't correct either.
If
so.
I wish myself Ben people were listening because they would have
Okay.
appreciated this
Okay.
Niles, Michigan.
Okay, Walmart pulls children's toy that swears and sings in Polish about doing cocaine.
That would be so perfect to sell in the Niles, Michigan Walmart. We have a lot of Polish people up there.
Well, this one happened to occur in Toronto, Canada.
Oh my God.
An Ontario grandmother who bought an educational toy for her 15-month-old granddaughter was shocked when the dancing cactus started swearing and singing about doing cocaine. The toy uses swear words and talks about cocaine abuse, Anya Tanner told CTV News Toronto. It's not what I ordered for my granddaughter. It's $26 for one, by the way.
Oh my God.
It
I
sings-
have to have one of these.
It sings songs in English, Spanish, and Polish.
Nice.
But Tanner just happens to be Polish.
Oh, so
and when she listened to the Polish lyrics, the cactus started singing about doing cocaine, using drugs, suicide, and depression, and using profanities. And then,
Let's say this, those English speakers, they'll never know.
okay, now you probably didn't know
I have a
that
story.
there are a lot of Polish rappers apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Because Polish rapper Cypress, whose song it was unaware that the Chinese manufacturer was using his freaking lyrics on.
I like big butts,
yeah.
I cannot lie.
He says
Only
it's,
in Polish.
It's about taking 5 grams of cocaine and being alone. It's a very depressing song, he said. But you can get it from Amazon, so that's
Oh,
good.
God, I want one so bad. Can you give me
Yeah.
that for Christmas?
I don't know. I think they might have taken them off the market. I'm
Okay,
not
can I tell you my
sure.
story? Do we have
Sure,
time for
yeah,
my
yeah, we
story?
got time for your story,
Okay,
sure.
so, oftentimes
I'm not going anywhere. Okay.
people only learn the curse words in a foreign language.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, sure.
that is similar. Linda, my friend Linda, and I have had similar experiences, and so we were out to dinner one night with Linda's mom and her husband, Polly Bacci.
Polly Bacci, yeah, of course.
Means Polly friend. Bacci is friend in Hungarian.
Okay.
And Polly Bacci is Hungarian, as is Margaret, and they were asking Linda and I what Hungarian words, what
You
we
knew.
could say
Yeah,
in
yeah, sure,
Hungarian.
yeah. And
And so we're like, we're not going to say because we really only know the cuss words. I mean, I know Jó estét, szomszéd ember, és szomszédasszony.
which is
Hello, neighbor lady. Hello, neighbor man.
very good.
Or Mika Junavanat. What time's the train come?
Oh, I know that one.
Always good one. Okay, so, but Polly Bacci, talks us into it. So Linda and I just reel off some buzzmag, just some cuss words like to beat the band.
Right, yeah.
And of course, Polly Bacci is laughing and Margaret is clutching her pearls because she's like, oh my God. And pretty soon this man gets up from another table and he walks over and he says to Paul, I know what you're making those girls say. You should be ashamed of yourself. So the only other Hungarian speaker in the county happened to be in the pizza place that night, and he gave Polly the what for making
dear.
these two lovely girls cursing.
Okay.
And the Hungarians have some serious cursing.
Yeah,
like
what-
blow the cat's ass.
Did they
and
teach you that, or did you already know that?
Neckalabash.
Yeah.
I'll knock you in the neck if you don't
Yeah.
straighten up.
Yeah.
No, my grandpa and my dad. I guess Linda taught me a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just have one more thing
Okay.
to report on.
Okay.
There's the election is coming up, so it's a ways away.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Wow.
But it's like a year away. But guess who's running for auditor?
Who? Jesus Christ.
Oh gosh, that's all the time we got. We'll have to get back to you next week.